this defense with all the pressure that they put on you?
It was very tough. They're very disciplined, play their zone defense that gets after the quarterback, and we definitely had our hands full. As you know, they forced some pressure. They held us for negative plays, 0-yard plays. Did a heck of a job, and it was a testament to the O-line and the running backs to get some points on the board, because it was tough sledding out there today.
And would you call that a character drive for the final score? I mean, there weren't a lot of options at that point.
I don't know. I call it a must-score drive, I guess. And we scored, so it worked out.
What was going through your head on that play when you were under a heavy pressure and you basically threw the pass to Ruland off your back foot?
That was a design play. I knew there was going to be pressure. It was based off of our power running game, and it was sort of a run-pass option, a little bootleg thing. And I was warned, and during practice, I knew that the D-end had a possibility of screaming up the field, so I knew that I had to just get it out of my hands. And Conrad made a great catch, and just try to put it up for Conrad to have a catchable ball.
Is that one of the fastest defensive lines you've seen?
Very fast defensive line. One of the fastest, up there, definitely. Yeah, fast team in general. Everybody on the defense.
I want to ask Anthony about effort, but maybe you could comment on young Mr. Wilkerson.
I'll let him keep himself and comment on it after if you want to.
Anthony, the final play when you ran and stopped, slid at the 5-yard line. I mean, was this under doctor's orders?
Coach
Dr. Harbaugh, I mean.
Coach, he said, if you break or you don't want to go out of bounds and you want to score. So I was just thinking, okay, I wasn't looking to break, but once I broke, I was like, man, touchdown would be real nice. But for the good of our team, I just slid so we can get the win.
But he told you that to slide down and kill the clock?
Mm-hmm.
Just on that timeout just before that?
Yeah.
Were you guys expecting this much of a challenge coming in?
Absolutely. I think I'll speak offensively. Their defensive side knew they were a good team. Defense held a lot of good teams to low numbers. They might have won some games, bar something crazy happening. Earlier in the season, we knew they were better than their record and a very good defense. And I'll let Sherman talk about their offense.
Yeah, their offense was very fast. They always try to get on the perimeter. We just did our best to contain them. The D-line played a hell of a game. The linebackers played a hell of a game. In the secondary, we were trying to hold them. Just do our job. That's all it's about. You get out there, you do your job, and let the chips fall how they may.
Richard, can you describe the play when Stephen Threet was hit hard by Michael Thomas as he was going into the end zone, and Browning recovered? It was a play that you got hurt on, I believe.
Well, first off, Michael Thomas is a hell of a player. He took about 4 balls from him during the game, and they didn't give us anything but that one. He's a ball hawk. He just attacked the ball as Stephen Threet was putting it over the end zone. He hit his arm up, and before he can get it across the plane, the ball popped out, and it popped into my arm, so I went double knees to the ground to grab the ball, and as I did that, the weight of everybody on their team hit me, and my leg was on the ground, so, well, it was a lot of people, and Barry was able to recover it.
So what happened to you? Was it your knee?
My body just got tangled up. It's like a rubber band, man. It just tangles, twists, and tries to bounce back, and I was able to keep going.
Not sure how.
You guys won a lot of games fairly easy this year. Can you talk about what it might do for this team to pull one out on the road like this?
It's huge to pull one out on the road. It's not often that you win very pretty on the road, and we did have the opportunity this year to have some good shutout games by the defense and put some points up on the road. But this game definitely tested our character, tested our mettle. I think it's very good for this team.
Did you feel some personal responsibility on that last drive, the touchdown drive? This is the time I gotta.
I try to take personal responsibility for every drive. I guess every time I touch the ball, odds are the quarterback's going to touch the ball every day. So I do take it personally, the responsibility for the ball. But I did very much want to score.
How easily were you able to just the plays like the fumble and interception, are you able to just forget about it by the time you're on the field the next series?
Oh, you have to, and that's the truth of it. If you're thinking about 5 plays ago, last play, first half, you're not going to be nearly as productive as you should be, and I didn't want to let my team down and mire in my throwing interception or whatever. So I just tried to focus on the next play every time, and our coaches do a good job of harping on focusing on the next play, and we just tried to help the team out back through that.
The pass that was picked up, that was intended for Whalen, what happened on that play?
Bad ball. Safety made a good jump, cut in front of Wales, forced it, I think, in the end zone, and I wish we could have that one back, but hindsight's 20/20, I guess.
And what about the next interception that was called back? I couldn't tell whether the receiver was held on that play or not.
Yeah, I think there was a holding call on the outside receiver, and
that was for Fleeter,
I
right?
feel very fortunate. I'll say that.
Is it satisfying? The running game had a tough time. You didn't really get rolling in the fourth quarter, and then you had a chance to really start moving the chains when it was important. Was there anything that changed, or just resolve?
Coach Gary Roman we were in halftime, and he said, linemen have to step up, and so did the running backs, and I think we all just took that personally. And so the linemen stepped it up, and so did me, Stephon, Gaffney, Ursula. We all took it into ourselves to run the ball as hard as we could to get first downs and make this team win.
There was another weird play under the pass that was tipped right to Fleener. That's like that this year.
I guess we caught a break.
Got a couple.
A huge break. Yeah.
Any last questions for players?
Richard, does the defense have a different mentality when a situation like today is pretty obvious offensively to score 40 or 50? Does that affect how you guys approach?
Not really. With Coach Fangio and Coach Harbaugh always harp on is you got to pack your defense. And when you have the best quarterback in the nation, Heisman candidate on the other side of the ball, it's hard. No matter what you do, you just have to do your job. Keep him out of the end zone. No matter how long it takes, eventually he's going to get it done. This guy is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Nobody's going to stop him the entire game. Nobody's going to stop the offense the entire game. So we just keep grinding for as long as we can. We know every game's going to be a grind.
Thank you.